Welcome everyone to this week's edition of ReAccess Live, where we offer tips and tricks to help you get the most of your ReAccess application. My name is Danny, and I am a senior business analyst with Intact, and I will be your host for this week's ReAccess Live. So just a few reminders for anybody joining us today. ReAccess is now available for entrepreneurs and small businesses. We have a new website to support the no-code community, and that is myreaccess.com. And we support the Build in Public initiative. Our mission is to empower citizen developers and grow the no-code community. So for this week's topic, we are going to discuss adding custom business rules for validation within your ReAccess application. And we will go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have our expense report application that we worked on last week already pulled up. And what I want to do today is I want to add a field for our clients to enter their federal employer identification number. And I want to validate to make sure that that number is entered correctly. So I'm going to open up our app builder. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to add a field in order to capture that information. So I'm going to start there. I want to put that under our clients form. And we will add a field. Name of our field, our tags, and our description. This is a public field. We don't want it to be required. It can, however, be unique. And before we get started on adding custom rules, I do want to kind of give you a feel for the rules that are already built into the app builder. So for example, this is going to be a text field. And under my field type, you can see we've got some options here. We've got a date rule built in, so it will only allow dates. We have a time rule built in. We have date and time. We have a currency rule, so it's going to only allow a currency value to be entered. A URL, so that is only going to allow a website to be entered and in the proper format. And we also have an email address. And again, this is going to allow, it will produce an error message if someone tries to enter that information incorrectly. Obviously, these are not going to meet the validation needs that I have for this particular field. So I want to come down here to our built-in rules. So this is the list of built-in rules that come standard with every ReAccess application. You can see we've got allowable characters for a name. So obviously this is going to prevent us from putting a number in a name field. We've got numeric values only. Again, this will do the opposite and will prevent us from entering any text into a numeric value field. We have single alpha character. We have a valid 4-character year that begins with 19 or 20. We have a rule to allow for hyphens, spaces, periods, apostrophes, and the length to be between 1 and 100. We have formatting for a US phone number. We have a number length 1 through 15. So our max value for that number can't be more than 15 digits. We have formatting for a business name with certain characters. We have the 5-digit or 9-digit with hyphen US postal code. And then we also have an additional email rule here for a valid email address with the ampersand. Again, those are not going to meet the needs of what I need to validate today. So I'm going to finish. I'm going to just select text here. And I'm going to finish creating my field. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. So next, what I need to do is create my custom rule. So I'm going to go back to my home page, and at the bottom we have a rules tab. You can see I have no custom rules here, so I want to add a rule. So for this rule, I'm going to call it FEIN validation. And for the expression, I'm going to come to the regex website. And you can see I've already searched for this one. This is the expression that I need to copy for validation for an employer ID number. I'm going to copy that value here, and I'm going to paste it there. And then I want this to be a validation only rule type. And I want my error message to populate enter correct FEIN number format. So this is the message that will populate if someone tries to enter a value that does not match the rule. So I'm going to save that. So once that is saved, I need to come and apply that rule to my new field. So I'm going to come back to my field here. And at the bottom of the page, I want to select the rule source. I'm going to toggle that over to custom so I can now access my new rule. Go ahead and save that. And then we're going to publish. Okay, once we have published, we are going to come back to our expense report application. We're going to go under our clients and we're going to click new. So there you can see I have my new field, my FEIN field, and I'm going to just start typing some text in here. And as you can see, I get the error message. So let's try again. You can see it's not in the proper format. So we're going to come back here. And as soon as I hit that proper format, my error message goes away. My save button is now displayed so that I can save my record. And it has done all of the validation for me, so it will not allow any values other than what meets that particular rule. Okay, so that is it for our custom rule demonstration today. I want to wait and see if anybody has any questions. So if we don't have any additional questions, our topic for next week is going to be user groups and how you can create groups within the app builder so that those users can have specific permissions for forms and all the way down to the field level. Thank you again for joining us, and we will see you at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Tuesday.